Okay, so I was really excited for this meet and greet because I haven't done one in like almost a year. I think actually over a year. So seeing everyone was really exciting. I saw some familiar faces and I saw some new faces. Every time I was kind of guessing, you know, the people that I've already met before, there's always a chance that I'll get it wrong just because like some people come in with cosplay. Also, I feel like people tend to forget that the camera is like super duper and not like 4K, you know? It's clear enough, but not so clear that I can like really distinguish. There's like this one girl, I'm just gonna call her out. I think her alias is Peaches. Many years ago, she was like, "Do you know who I am?" And I'm like, I think I called her like Ping or something. I was like, "Is your username Ping?" And she got so offended, so she came back this time to get offended again, I guess. Well, I could tell it was her because this girl talks with a huge attitude, and I love that for her. I was like, I think I know you. And she's like, "Not Ping." And I was like, oh yeah, it's this girl. It's so funny. Yeah. She's just as petty as me. I mean, I love that. She's so cool. I think it's a very girl boss thing. Anyways, I know a lot of people like wrote rules saying like, don't ask me if I remember you, blah blah blah. I mean, I think it's a good rule not to put pressure on the livers. That being said, I don't really care if you ask me that because if I don't remember you, then it doesn't mean that I like you less. It means that I like you a lot less, okay? So I'm just kidding. But, you know, I feel like generally I do remember people, and if you kind of like tickle my brain a bit, I will remember and be like, oh yeah, I remember you. That's usually what happens. Oh my god! There's this one person who came into the meet and greet that told me a really sweet story. This person came to my meet and greet before, and they talked about their father. But this time, they brought their father. It was so sweet. They were like, okay, I need to tell you a story, but also I have my father here, so he's gonna come after me. It was so sweet. I think they were saying that like once upon a time there was a jar, and if people tip this jar, like I'll go up in flames or something. I don't know why you guys hate me, but I don't really care. If you can find your best friend like this, then congratulations, sure. So this person told me that they met their best friend because they were both at this booth, and they're like, oh man, I don't have $1 to burn an Alouette. And so this person gave their to-be bestie $1, and then they talked, and then they eventually became besties. And it was a very sweet story, and I don't know why, but they wouldn't really like tell me too much about this jar that like would put me into flames. Like, I'm like, yeah, that's not important. And I was like, okay. But the sweet thing is that their father was after them, so we actually took a picture like all together and separately too. The dad was so unexpected. I was like, oh my god, I get to speak to somebody's father. That's crazy. They're like, yeah, we've been supporting you guys as a family, and we watch you guys together. And the dad was wearing the happy. Oh my god, I was like, what? That's crazy. I have a soft spot for fathers, you know, because I love my dad. So knowing that, you know, one of the Alu Peeps' fathers came, I was like, what? This is so sweet. And I was like, hey, can you bring your wife next time? And I felt like kind of like dirty saying that. I was like, yo man, can you bring your wife next time? But this one was a wholesome ask. I was like, I want to meet your wife. Yeah. It was so sweet. I was really happy that they brought their dad. I was like, what? I want to bring my dad too. My dad would never do this, you know? He'd be like, just go by yourself. I'm too old. Yeah, my parents suck sometimes. Okay, there's this dude. I feel like this dude I've met before at the last meet and greet. Do you guys remember this one guy who told me to spit in his shoe? I think it was him. And if it's not, I'm very sorry. But I'm like 80% sure. This man came back. He never tells me his name. He never wants a photo. Like, never. I can only ever call this person Anonymous Man. And he was wearing, like, casual clothes and, like, this, like, cute bucket hat thingy. He comes in, he takes off his clothes, and underneath his clothes was a suit. First of all, how did you not die? I feel like it was really hot there. And then from his backpack, he has, like, a bouquet of flowers. And he, like, points them towards me. He puts on the headphones, and I'm like, are these for me? Thanks, man. And then he like turns to the handler and he's like, what are you talking about? These are for her. I just wanted to see her. And I was like, oh, that's actually pretty sweet, you know? I think it's really nice if you brought flowers for the handler. Let's just pray that she's not allergic. But yeah, and then we played a game of truth or dare. And it was really fun. I can't quite remember like what it was. I was too like busy thinking like, is this the guy who asked me to spit in his shoe last time? Or Like, I didn't ask either because I wanted him to, you know, speak and use up the time more. And then he was like, before I go, I have a letter for you. And I'm gonna leave it with the handler so they can send it. I was like, oh my god, what is this? Like, are you sending me threats? Like, I'm so scared. And then the handler was like, do you want a photo with her? It's like, no. And then he just puts back his clothes on, like the casual clothes, and then he just leaves. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, oh, who is this guy? This iconic, mysterious guy who keeps showing up at my meet and greets? Like, what? There's like so many people trying to mind fuck me. I'm like, guys, can we just... I'm so confused. Yeah, I can't wait to get that letter. I really want to know what it says. Oh my god, wait, you know what? I forgot to mention, towards the end of the meet and greet, I don't know what happened. It started getting kind of masochistic. Towards the end, like, a good, like, 3 to 4 people came in. Like, the last 4 girls. Okay, I don't know if they were all friends or I don't know. It didn't seem like they all knew each other. But, like, the last 4 people, specifically, like, one by one, when they came in, they all asked me to call them a fucking bitch. I was like, what is happening? It just happened all of a sudden. Like, nobody in between or in the earlier meet and greets asked me that. But specifically the last 4 people all came in and was like, I really like you. I have a request. And I was like, yeah, what is it? Oh, yeah, my favorite color, yeah, it's blue. And then these really, they're all girls, by the way. These really cute girls are all like, could you call me a fucking bitch? And I'm like, what territory am I entering, man? Like, what is this? Like, oh my lord. And it's really hard to call people a fucking bitch when you're not actually, like, thinking that, you know? I don't go around being like, you're a bitch, fuck you. I only do that when it, like, fits the scenario. But these, like, really cute girls come in and like, can you call me a bitch? I'm like, what the fuck am I? Like, okay. It was so, like, I feel like I had to do some sort of roleplay that I, like, really couldn't do. I was like, okay, you're a bitch. I'm like, hi, thank you. They were so cute, but also I was like, whoa, you guys are so masochistic. Like, what's happening? You're famous for that in your early career. I know. Why are you guys saying early career? Like, I'm so old. It was so funny. I was like, what is happening? I looked at my handler. I'm like, this is the 3rd person that's asked me this question. It was so funny. Is it okay to ask that? Because I'm 100% gonna ask it if I ever went to the meet and greets. I mean, I don't mind. I just think it's really funny and it's really like, it gives me whiplash. I'm like, what? Imagine a cute girl coming in and be like, hee 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 hee. Ha ha ha. Could you call me a fucking bitch? I'm okay. Okay. And I don't even like put my all into it. I'm like, you're a fucking bitch. And they're like, oh my god, thank you. I'm like, okay. Do you want me to spank you on the ass too? As a bonus? You know what? I should get a handler where they like are comfortable doing that in my steed. With like a rice paddle or something. Be like, give you the Asian experience. Is that too much? Just watch me never get meet and greets anymore. Always wanted everybody to call me One-chan. I'm gonna get demonetized.